Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit back down. Seem like everybody nowadays, Hollywood. Oh, it's like that now? I'ma show you how to act now. I'ma show them how to act. I'ma show you. I'ma show them how to act. Okay, now picture little Bobby, just a young'un run around with his man's in his hands.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both offenses in today's game have been so good at staying on the field because they both rank in the top 10 in third down percentage. It's the Vikings going up against the Patriots.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium, here in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return this time will go out to the 40. 2-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Griffin. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. And he slings one that's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And now it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Griffin. It's caught. Nelson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at second down. Here's Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. First down, here's the run with Cook. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Now Griffin on 2nd down. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. On third down, Griffin. Caught by Nelson left side. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Now Dion Lewis to return. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Fresh set of downs here. Throwing on first down is Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now a play fake. Brady being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. In motion, Gronkowski. On third down, it's Lewis. Nice move by Lewis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Brady. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. That'll bring up second down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations.
But he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Alan Branch in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Flush to his right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. On first down, Griffith. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
2nd and 10 now. Griffith. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Griffith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lawrence Guy in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll roll him out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Come on, let's go!
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
Wait, 20, 29.
Now this time, Brady will throw. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And Owen coughed it up. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Red zone opportunity. They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw again is Griffin. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And Folk's kick is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for New England. And even 60 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And it's up. This is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On 2nd down, here's Griffin. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he falls over him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it again with Henry. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
55!
On the counter, it's Henry. And fights through one man. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
20. 52.
Henry out of the pistol. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and pace.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on 2nd. Out of of the gun. Griffin. And that'll be incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And it's third down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. On third down, Griffin. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Nelson. But I think the ball's out.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 58 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dion Lewis with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. And that one puts them on top here in the third. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Griffin. Flushed out right. And some space here. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. And still for me, with the injuries, every time he carries that football, you just kind of hold your breath, don't you?
You have to, because you noted it. The injuries in the past have derailed his career up until this point. Now we're seeing some more evidence of him using his legs again, but he does have to be careful. They need him out on the field.
Yeah, RG3, you got to have him out there. So explosive. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And complete right side to Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Second down following the run. From the gun, Griffin. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Brady to throw on second down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. To throw on third down. Brady dancing to his left. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a toss play to Lewis. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. On play action, it's Brady. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Everson Griffin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. On play action, now Brady. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Back now in Foxborough. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Griffin. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. From the gun, it's Griffin. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And he's got some space here. Still going. Now he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Here, back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. New England on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him.
And how about this, a fake? Over the middle, complete. It's Richards. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Easy.
Shotgun now for Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Play action. Now Griffin. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun. Griffin steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On 2nd down, here's Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. to throw. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. He's back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Wait, 20! Alert! 72!
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Oh, Griffin's going to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Griffin to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw is RG3. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Griffin down to a knee, and that should be the final act in this game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Minnesota, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for New England, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @